Hello guys, it's Ultranite here, and today we're doing Codex Space Marines HQ review. We're starting off with the Ultramarine HQs. I've just done Chaplain Cassius. If you're not an Ultramarine player, that's fine. Guys, just go to the next video where I'll be doing the normal HQs, all the special HQs for things like salamanders and all that sort of thing, and a few other HQs that you can make that I've seen played in friendly games from my friends. So yeah, if you're an Ultramarine player, stick with, you're in for a treat. We're going to be doing tournament tactics, all those sort of things, pros and cons of the unit, what they look, how they work, all that sort of thing. So, right guys. Chief Librarian Tigurius. Librarian Tigurius. An amazing model. Just played him against Grey Knights. Really good. Being able to turn off their force weapons is really useful. They come up to you, they activate the force weapons, you go nope, Hood of Hellfire, and you deactivate them. Really interesting, really useful. Few amazing things he can do is, particularly against Grey Knights or Eldar, is basically when the Grey Knight player gets a glance or a pen on his vehicle and he gets a crew shaken or crew stunned result in 5th or 6th edition. Basically, he has a thing called Psychic Pilot, which allows him to roll off against his own psychic test, which is, I think, his Leadership 10, so he has Leadership 10 psychic test on his vehicle. And if he passes, the result of crew stunned or shaken is nullified. It's completely nullified. It's a real pain in the ass when trying to bring down his tanks, and they will pass it pretty much all the time. For the Hellfire, however, Chief Librarian Tigurius, or any Librarian, can nullify that. He can just say, nope, roll it off, 6 and a 5, right, I've won, you don't get to use that. And it's really annoying, and it really frustrated Alan. He did not like it. Still, that's what you're here for. So, he can be useful. He can re-roll your reserve rolls to come on, or if you don't want them on, you can re-roll the past ones. Really useful. He has Psychic Mastery. He knows all the Codex Space Marine Psychic powers, and he can use 3 per round. That is brilliant. He has a Force weapon, which is Master Crafted. His Leadership 10. Brilliant. Weapon Skill 5. He's really good. That's where it ends for him. He's 230 points, he's nearly a Land Raider, he only has 2 wounds, he doesn't have an invulnerable save that I know of. I know you can give him one with Force Shield, as it's listed in his Psychic Power category. Yeah, he's okay. He's a good model, really effective. I've played with him in tournaments, I've played against him in tournaments. He's not that often seen. He's really good, but he's a massive point sink. He's a lot better than normal Librarian though, and that's the only reason you really see him is because it goes normal Librarian and then Tigurius. You know, it's such a jump that everyone just fields him. But you know, what are you gonna do? He is good. In tournaments, how I fielded him, last time I done it was Emperor's Will, Grey Knights. Basically, I ran drop pods in with an Ironclad and a Stern Guard squad to clear out the objective, which I managed to do by round 2. Completely cleared it, so there's no Grey Knights on it. And then I needed to get a unit up to cap it. There was a distance where I had a whole Grey Knight army in front of me coming down to cap my objective. How do I do it? I had Tigurius, Gate of Infinity. I gave him Force Dome, Gate of Infinity, obviously because he has all psychic abilities. So he had a follow-up invulnerable save. Then they all jumped up the board with Gate of Infinity passed. They scattered back slightly by about 4 inches, but that was fine. And then next round they ran onto the objective, capped it, and I was able to win the game by holding off with the Stern Guard and the Ironclad. Really effective tactics. It's not the first time I've used the Ironclad and the Stern Guard to do that in Emperor's Will, but Tigurius, he allowed me to win. Really useful tactic. He can also cast 3, so he can do that and then cast another one, such as Cursed Machine or Machine Curse, which allows him to basically glance a vehicle to death in 6th edition, because he can do 3 glances in quick succession on the vehicle, which can even glance a Land Raider to death, really. So he's really effective, really cool, really fun to play. He'll never make his point cost back unless you're using Machine Curse on something like a Land Raider, and even then he's just going to weaken up for another Las Cannon to kill it. And you should have other things in your army killing Land Raiders, so he's not that offensively powerful. Can be. I'm sure people make him work offensively. If you do, fair enough. Give me a message. I'll put a link to your video in the description, and you can show us how you make him work offensively. I never have. I always use them to support or to help me achieve a greater goal, such as capping an objective, or slowing down the unit or terminators as something else does something, or being able to absorb fire. I mean, another game of Emperor's Will I played a while ago, I put his unit on the right side of the objective, blocked it off with the Rhino, put the capping men on the left side of the Rhino, and just used his squad as a meat shield with a 5-up in Bumble save, and him just casting out psychic attacks for an enemy unit to have to come down and deal with him, the Storks, was a major issue. And they managed to tie him up for 2-3 assault phases, while the Orc player, who had a lot of Orc boys trying to come down and sweep him onto my objective, just couldn't get through. Really effective, really useful. He's quite good. I used to run a thing where I used to give him Quickening and Might of the Ancients and then activate his Force Weapon, where what you'd basically do was you'd run into a unit with the enemy HQ, assault, Quickening means you'd hit first, you'd be hitting on 2-up to wound, and you'd basically just blitz the enemy HQ with a Force Weapon and kill him, insta-kill him. Unfortunately, if you are going to do that, most HQs nowadays that are worth doing it to tend to be Eternal Warriors or monstrous creatures are going to turn into that sort of thing, and so, you know, it's not really that good, which is really, really unfortunate, because it used to be quite a good tactic to killing things like Marinus Calgar and that, but not that you ever see them anymore, the big beastly HQs in tournaments. But yeah, he is an effective character, really fun to play with. For friendly games, go out and get him, he's really good, beautiful model to paint up. Tournament games, it's well worth a bring. He can work, not all the time. There are probably better HQs out there for Space Marines, but he can work, just not offensively. He won't make his point cost back. He's nearly a Land Raider. You need to understand he's not going to do the same as a Land Raider. You may think, oh, but I can Gate of Infinity him up into another squad, you know, the Terminators up the field, all that sort of thing, so he can be like a Land Raider. He's not. Okay, I'm really sorry, he's not. The Terminators can deep strike anyway, so you're not going to need librarian tigurius doing that. It's not what he's there for. He's a supporting HQ. He sits back. He does his business. You know, he helps do a greater goal. So capping an objective on the far side of the board or something like that. He's not there to go off and steam through the enemy HQs. If you want to do that, get a captain or a chapter master or something like that. No, he's there to support your army and achieve a goal. Don't bring him unless you've got a strategy with him. Okay, guys. Right, that's librarian tigurius done. Next one I'll probably do is Augustus Marinus Calgar, or I just got his name in the wrong order, I think. That's not the point. I'll do Marinus Calgar, and yeah. So like, subscribe, guys, if you want to see more, and I'll be putting a back wrap up soon, so you can see some of these tactics in action. Thanks for watching. See you later.